Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. Along with Greg Olsen, the kicker. Andres Borregales has the ball on the tee. Off we go from Hard Rock Stadium. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Come on. Hey. They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle is made at about the 38th-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Here we go. They'll stay on the ground if they can. And you'll get about 5. Ready from the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one out wide to Achane. He's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. Here's Williams to begin with a pass. Will find his man. That's Jaden Higgins. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. It is a big-time play for Houston. It's a gain of 43 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. And he's in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball Going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here we go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
They will finally run him down. A big-time play for the Dolphins. 33 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Oh, run with Dobbins. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll give it to Dobbins. Room to run past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will score. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Texans. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point up and good. And the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the touchdown, Borregalis is back to send this one away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready? We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Hey, go!
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll take this up past the 40, up at the 5.
Taken down at the 41. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Okay, from the 41. Here's 2nd and 4.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Watkins. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercept it. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Sometimes the sack just comes down to playing with great effort, and I think that's something every defensive coach tries to preach to their defensive front. You will fall into a couple sacks if you just chase the ball relentlessly. That's exactly the case here. Quarterback thought he had a little bit more time than he did, but he gets brought down for the sack.
Trying the right side, taken in by Collins. He's on his way. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 82 yards. Touchdown, Houston. The extra point now for Borregales. He's got it. And the Texans will take a 21-7 lead. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Jaquan Jackson on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Here we go, Jack.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's taken in by Achane. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
First down.
Hold it ready.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go. Gravity Lions.
To the air now on first and 10. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 43, here's second and 6. They'll look to throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to be taken down. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gives him a first down.
60 Maverick. Let's go now. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Going up top. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Dolphins.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 10. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, here's Gobble. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. They'll come up here on second down and 5. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Kenneth Bragg in there on the tackle. Here's a third down and 4. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. He's got his tight end. That's Simmett. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Out to his right. First down throw there is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Here's Dobbins. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
34 yards.
It is a big-time play for Houston. It's a gain of 34. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. It is brought in the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play. Put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
Ready?
Throwing now from the gun. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
Their own 31-yard line.
Now it's Dobbins, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 20 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
They'll go play action here with Williams. On the run to the right. He runs with it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
Up the middle they go. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Arnold Abigadi in there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Williams. They set up the screen for Dobbins. He's into space past the 25. And he'll be taken down. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And it's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points. You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Slam left. Go.
Here's a run going left. A second effort, and he is in. K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Texans. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Back to throw. Looking for, he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Texans are going to come up with it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On the carry, it's Achane. Awkward-looking tackle there. Upended at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. you become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
A run, and it's H.N. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Dolphins first down.
70 Timberwolves.
Now they'll set up to throw. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being wasted down.
2nd and 10.
What is up?
Now Williams. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Texans first down.
Throwing again, Williams. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This a 31-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The 3rd quarter begins with a run. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8 and is past the 40-yard line.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to do.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Third down and 3. Here's Williams now to throw. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. The Texans getting all set to punt. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Okay, ready? Set! 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one out wide to Achane. And he'll be written out of bounds after a gain of 6. From the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Come on, come on. Set! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 6.
He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He's across midfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Hold the stick.
Here's 1st and 10.
18 Rattler.
He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Dolphins are able to cut the deficit to 10. Tries for the touchdown at the other end. Zerline is out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Watch out. What is it?
Drive will start on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Arnold and McKinney in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second. Dexter Lawrence. He's in for the sack, and it will lead to 4th and very long. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That is Halen Bullock, the former USC Trojan. He comes in from the secondary to bring the quarterback down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Cup 19. Cup 19. Let's go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. A play fake, and they'll throw with the blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. Call it a gain of 13. First down for Houston.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Moving to his left, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it's going to bring up a third down. Try to throw again. Here's Williams. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds. So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll look to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
On third down, they'll set up to throw.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Dobbins going to get it now as we start the fourth. Whoa! He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain there of 16 yards. It's good for a Texans first down.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 20-yard pickup there. First down for Houston.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball.
This duo, dynamite. 18 yards on that connection, and another first.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Raise it up! Blue!
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Jackson now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Here we go, start. 70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Throwing now on first and 10. Forced to his right. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Swanson to his right. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And it's going to lead to a fourth down.
Ready, ready. 19, 18. 19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors 70. Trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19.
Back to throw. That is incomplete. Now they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
After the play is a turnover on downs.
Now a give on the ground, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Grant on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
To the ground. He'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Dexter Lawrence. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. We'll try to get this one on the ground. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This one from 47 yards out. And he pulled it left. No good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a 1st down to boot.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler. 18 Buffalo 18.
Now they'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. A ball deep for the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
19 Tiger. 19.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At this point, they're just trying to make something positive happen here late in the 4th quarter. This secondary blanketed the entire field, and the ball ends up falling into the wrong arms.
A run with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd down, they need 7.
What is...
They'll give it to Dobbins. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. 3rd down and 9.
What is up?
Now a toss play, running left.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've done.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And that's not fooling anybody. Not this far back. That's going to be a turnover on down.
At their own 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
18, Pioneer, 60 Maverick, Dragon 60.
Throwing now from the gun. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the fourth quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
That's good for a Dolphins first.
They'll look to throw again. Going up top for Evans. And that is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open window.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off. That's Samuel Womack.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
What is up?
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down. So it's a win for the